Some first thoughts for today's service. I want to take you back to the first Christians in Rome. The beginnings and development of the early Christian church depended on worship and fellowship together in people's homes. The persecution of Christians that made this prudent did not halt the spread of the word of Jesus. It was also probable that these believers did not have the money to build a church as such. It is documented that the first custom-made church was in Aqaba in Jordan, whilst under Roman rule, and constructed between 292 and 303 AD. The first church rebuilt in England was the Church of St Martin of Tours in Canterbury. It was created in the mid-6th century, adapting an older structure. But by tradition, a church in Scotland predated this, with the church built by St Ninian in the late 4th century. It was constructed of stone and lime and situated at Whithorn on the coast of Dumfries and Galloway near Stranraer. Going back to the early days in Rome, after Constantine legalised Christianity in 313 AD, the groups of fellowship became large and they were able to come out of hiding and build purpose-made churches. Before this, the Roman Christians were not allowed to bury their dead inside the walls of the city, so they constructed the catacombs outside in the neighbouring countryside. This group did not believe in cremation. The tunnels in the soft volcanic rock called tufa also served as hiding places when persecution was rife. There are 40 different catacombs in the area. Before lockdown, we visited the catacomb of Calictus, which has some 20 kilometres of tunnels. I had previously visited catacombs on a school trip at 15 and had always remembered the experience. At Calictus, the most moving moment was to enter a small room hewn out of the rock, and fitted with an altar, it became a simple chapel deep in the earth. One could sense the prayers and worship of these first Christians over the years, a truly holy place. As Paul told the Corinthians in 1 Corinthians chapter 3 verse 16, "Don't you know that you are God's temple and that God's Spirit lives in you?" Amen.